Hey everybody, TC Kirkham, the Kirkham Report here. Got my Two Hip Chick shirt on because I got a new haul from the Two Hip Chicks on their last auction, and I wanted to go over it for you. I loved the way Dawn and Mary packaged this. They had done 2 layers of boxes, one for the albums and one for the 45s, and they stuck them on top of each other. So when I got them, it looked like this. This was so cool, and it kept them all perfectly safe and no breakage or anything, so that was definitely top notch. So Don and Mary, thank you for coming up with that way of doing that. I'm going to start with the lot of 45s that I got. These were 20 45s. I love 45s. I have a huge collection that will eventually be making its debut on the show in the next few weeks because they're all in the closet right now. I'm not really sure what some of these are. I know I was going for just a couple of things in here, which is how I usually do 45s. And so we'll go over them together. I might find a discovery like I did last time with the Newark, Ohio label. Eddie Fisher and Wish You Were Here, backed with The Hand of Fate on RCA Records. I'm not sure what year that is. I don't know if you can actually see the label there or not. VJ Records. I've never seen this particular label for VJ. This is Stay and Goodnight My Love by the Four Seasons. This label is new to me for VJ, so I'm not sure what that's like. I got so many I gotta do. This is a very old copy, 1952, of RCA Victor, White Christmas, and Silent Night by the great Perry Como on that wonderfully blue-green RCA Victor label, which I have also not seen. Buddha Records, The Brooklyn Bridge, Your Husband, My Wife, and Everybody's Cookin'. I'm not familiar with that song by them. I gotta be honest, the only song I'm familiar with by them is The Worst That Can Happen. So, but I'm sure it's good. The Tempos on Roulette, See You in September, and Boys Do Cry. The classic Roulette label. Elton John Band. This is the only time I've ever seen them listed this way. I don't have a lot of 45s from this album, but it's listed as the Elton John Band, Philadelphia Freedom, and I saw her standing there with John Lennon. I just found that a really interesting designation. This is probably a later pressing because this MCA label did not appear until 1979 or 1980, I don't believe. They were all black with the rainbow before, so this is obviously a reissue from somewhere. Another oldie series from Atlantic, I Got You Babe and Just You by Sonny and Cher on the Atlantic Gold Oldie series. Also Gold Oldies, Lucky Man and From the Beginning by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. El Coco with something called Coco Motion. I'm not familiar with this at all. And Love to the World. Let me grab my lamp here. I'm curious. This sounds disco-y. 1977 on... what is that label? AVI? Yeah, AVI Records. I'm not familiar with that, so maybe it is an exclusive disco label. But it definitely sounds R&B disco-y. I'm not familiar with that one at all. On Eric Records, Sky Pilot and Don't Bring Me Down by Eric Burden and the Animals. That was after they started giving Eric name billing. Classic from the 80s, These Dreams and Shell Shock by Heart with the Heart logo there, the lettering and the capital and the classic rainbow capital from the 80s. Undercover Angel and Just You, Alan O'Day. I think this is the only record I've ever seen on Pacific Records. I have this 45 already. This is in better shape than mine. And I always love that song. So that's interesting. Couldn't Get It Right and Savory Gravy by Climax Blues Band. When they had later, I have this song already, but it's on the Warner Brothers label. This is on Sire, which I know Warner distributed for a while, but I'm going to have to look at this because I don't remember seeing it on the Sire label at any time, and this is an earlier version of it from 1976. So the hit version that I have, I think, is from 1980. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that because I think I didn't know they'd released it twice. Maybe they did. Tonight and The Rain in Spain. The artist appears to be. Oh, geez, I can't even see. This is a dance-along record with Jack Hansel and his orchestra. Both of these coming from My Fair Lady. One in mambo, the other in tempo. I have no idea what that is. Woman, Woman, and Money Cannot Make the Man, a promo copy from Epic Records back in the days of the Gold Epic label. And then finally, the picture sleeves. She always has 5 picture sleeves in these. Lisa, Lisa, and Cult Jam. Little Jackie Wants to Be a Star. I believe that's Columbia. Let me double check here. Yeah, Columbia Classic Orange. Oops. Classic Orange Columbia label. Smokey Robinson, One Heartbeat. This is likely, oh, this is straight Motown. Looks like, yeah, this is on classic Motown label. Smokey was usually on Tamla, so this is a little bit odd for me to see him on Motown. I'm not sure if Cruising came out on Motown. That was around the same time. Classic Cadence record, the Everly Brothers, Till I Kissed You, and Oh What a Feeling. What a great shape that picture sleeve is in. I don't have anything this old, so this is the oldest thing in my collection. Cadence, the classic Cadence before they became RCA Cadence. Or was that RCA Camden? I might have that. Yeah, that's not the same label. I'm sorry, erase that. Brenda Lee, All Alone Am I, and Save It All Your Lovin' for Me. Decca, and this is probably the classic Rainbow Decca label. Yeah, wow. I don't have very many of those. And make sure I do that while there's the picture sleeve. And wow, Suspicious Minds, You'll Think of Me, Elvis Presley. Picture sleeve for Elvis Presley, Suspicious Minds. Wow. That's really something. Of course, that's the classic orange RCA label from the late 60s, early 70s. So those are the 45s that I got. Dawn and Mary have a great deal of good 45s. I also picked up 5 LPs from them. Oh God, excuse that nostril close-up. This is the one I already have, and I'm already planning to pass it on for VCLT. That's one of the reasons I got it. This is the last album from Carpenters. This was released after Karen's death, Voice of the Heart. This has her final track now, plus a bunch of other stuff that was recorded for mostly for the Made in America sessions, but there are a couple that date back to Horizon on here that were never released. Wonderful album. And I'm hoping to pass this on to a certain person if I hear back from them. Because I know they're listening to Carpenter stuff now. Seals and Croft, Diamond Girl. This is adding to another one I bought from Dawn and Mary earlier, Summer Breeze. Love their stuff. The forefathers, one of the forefathers of yacht rock. Awesome stuff. Thelma Houston, The Devil in Me. I'm not sure what's on this. I haven't looked yet. But Thelma's always terrific. Kool and the Gang. Sorry for the tape on that. I haven't taken it out of the sleeve yet. Emergency. I believe this album has Misled and a couple of their other songs from the mid-'80s in them. And a classic Jeff Beck, Blow by Blow. I've only recently started listening to a lot of guitar music in the last 5 years. I got into Eric Johnson and Joe Satriani. I'd liked some of their stuff before, but I really got into Satriani the last few years, to the point where I've purchased a ton of his stuff. And Jeff Beck is kind of an earlier version, but with blues mixed in. Love what I've heard by him, so this should be fun. So that is my latest haul from the always awesome Two Hip Chicks, Dawn and Mary. And if you haven't attended any of their auctions, they're every other Monday night, which is where I get this stuff. And they have a weekly show Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon, so come join us. It's always a fun party. I have picked up a couple of other things, but they're not records, not vinyl, but they're vinyl related. When we got our stimulus checks, I decided to finally complete the last two books I wanted in my Joel Whitburn record research library. As I've said before, excuse me, I'm a chart fanatic. I have a collection of all of the major chart books, not all of them, but the ones that I wanted, which were the main charts on the singles. I didn't get the album books except for the main rock and pop albums. And I do want to get the charts eventually, the individual charts. But these are the last two that I needed for my actual chart research department. The research department that is always available if you need chart information. Hit me up on email or whatever on my comments, and I will see what I can find out. This one I'm very curious to look through because I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. This is Billboard Top Hits, Pop Hits, Singles and Albums 1940 to 1954. This is the precursor of the charts that now make up what's known as the Hot 100. I have the Hot 100 books, and these are done. Looks like these are done similar to the Pop Annual book plus a few of the other books, and it's all merged into one. So this is going to be very cool. There's an earlier book called Pop Memories 1900 to 1940 that I have not yet got, and I will eventually add that, but it's not on my must-have list like this one was. The other one is brand new. It is Whitburn's latest compilation of the charts. It is the Whitburn's Rock Tracks chart. This is all the Billboard Rock Tracks from 1981 through the end of last year, covering alternative rock and mainstream rock charts. And it is done up like the other ones where you can look it up by artist. It'll tell you what position it hit on the book, on the charts. This gives me a complete collection of all those. I'm sorry, I knocked something over. So these will be great to add to my Whitburn collection. And like I said, I'm serious. I'm a chart fanatic. If you need chart information, you can always hit me up for it. Email me at my email in my show notes, or put something in the comments and say, hey, what was the chart position on this, and I'll see what I can find out. I can get you the information from Billboard, Cashbox, Record World, or Radio and Records. So, right there at my fingertips. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I know I've enjoyed it. I had lots of interesting stuff to share. I think it was interesting. I hope I didn't bore you. Chicks, Mary and Dawn, thank you. This is not Mary and Dawn. This is Mary's grandmother and her friend. Thank you, as always, for these great stuff, and I look forward to doing more stuff for you in the near future on the VC. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it, and thank you for spreading the word. Please continue, because I want to keep going up in subscribers. Don't forget to like and share my channel and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And give me a big thumbs up, because it looks good to YouTube, although I don't really care why I would want that. Check out my social media. It should be, if it's not here, it's in my show notes. And I'm available on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And I hope that you'll continue to watch and continue to enjoy. Until next time, I'm TC Kirkham, Kirkham Report. Bye-bye.